So it begins. All right. Let's make sure. We got a couple changes to the stream, but hey, happy Friday. It's good times. Hopefully, it's good. We'll see. I don't actually know. We'll find out. Levels look good. Maybe. Hey, look at that. Check it out. Yes, sweet. Okay. Oh, what a day. What a glorious, glorious day. Blue stacks. Why? Ah, yes, the date has changed. That's why. Doesn't like it when the date changes. But here we are. B2 Paldean Wonders, not Paldean Fates. That's the real life TCG. But the emblem events I have been neglecting. Life, the universe, everything has transpired. More like conspired, actually. There we go. Clear that. But you know, such is. Hopefully your week has been good. Paldean Wonders. I mean, not that it's hard, but I have been able to complete all the 1 stars and below for this particular set. So, actually, no, I don't want this one. I wanted Fantastical Parade. I still have 1 stars to collect. I was too eager. Eager beaver, as it were. But good news, speaking of eager beaver, ranked begins next week, so that'll be kind of interesting, and we'll take a look at the select the boosters. I want Fantastical Parade. Here we go. I gotta favorite this one because I still need some cards from here. I don't know how you guys are doing, but the joy of being a pleb. Bagnon, Shogun. Did you believe if I would have gotten Salamence and completed the line in a single pull? I'm sure people have. That'd be pretty funny. Just trace out Roselia, line it up. Oh, dude. That would have been nice. It would have been nice. But anyways, how goes it, friends? I don't know if you've been completing any solo battles. I don't know if you've been participating in any tournaments. Let me know in the chat. How has B2a, how has it been treating you so far? Again, me, I pretty much have sat out the entirety of any sort of even PvP, just not even, I haven't even finished the solo battles for this set yet, so I'm quite a bit behind, to be 1000% honest, but that's how life works sometimes. We don't have a choice in the challenges that they are brought to us. Sometimes they're bringing us to our knees. But it's too much. But it seems like a very good set. I mean, certainly not everything. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Not everything has been amazing in terms of the cards presented, but certainly there's been enough cards to definitely shake up the meta, at least in my sort of limited purview. Obviously, many of the decks that are still, what's the word I'm looking for? Many of the decks that are still top tier from previous sets, like Suicune, Greninja, Hydreigon. Ooh, there's a 2-star, and I've got an hour. Yeah, might as well try and pick it. You can pick your cards, you can pick your friends, but don't pick your nose. It's gross. Let me make sure. Echo. Let me make sure. Okay, good. Yes, maybe. Hooray. Might as well try and pick. Nice. All right, cool beans. Sorry, just making sure the scuff is real. But anyways, what are we doing tonight? I really don't know. It's kind of Friday. Like I said, ranked starts very soon. I have to deal with this emblem event. Thankfully, it's only 9 wins, so I don't foresee too much craziness. And it's not like I need the shine dust, so sure, I'm gonna aim for 25 matches in the next 3 days. But I doubt. Give me that silver ledge, so I have 2. I doubt that I'm gonna wind up getting it. Bottom right. Ah, dang, he was in the middle the whole time. But I did get Grievard, which is a pretty decent deck. So I suppose let's start there, as it were, right? Such that we can follow along, we can see how things are. So yes. Wonder pick 5 times. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. In this case, I'm caffeinating first. We have a bit of a night ahead of us. It'll be good though. It'll be good. Where was I? Let's talk decks. Let's talk how the meta has shifted. Because sadly, I was kind of MIA last week, so I need to get myself and, of course, you wonderful human beings. We got to get all types of caught up, such that we can see how it be, what it do, what it is. Right, right, right. Left, left, left. It's kind of nice, kind of wonderful. Let me see. Complete this real quick. Housekeeping. So again, I've completed the set. I've got at least one of every card, ideally two. It's not within. It's like, deck compatible, like, Baxcalibur, things of that nature. Shout out to Lionheart. If you watch the channel quite often, he pops in. Big kudos to that guy. Certainly, he helped me complete the set, and he just keeps throwing me great cards. So honestly, I want to thank all the little people. Dude, the fact that we're just getting free packs, 30 days of gifts, yes, please. Yes, please. And then if we're even getting some deluxe pack EXs kind of strewn about every few days, which is a welcome surprise. I'm not going to say no. Okay, themed collections. Yes, yes, yes. But anyways, so I was able to build some of the more, oh yeah, because I completed that earlier. Build some of the more recent decks. We do have to kind of take a look at the evolving meta, as it were, such that there's not going to be anything too crazy. But I do have, some high hopes. Personally, preferably, we'll kind of see how it goes. Savali's Zeracorio proved itself off and on. Good times, bad times from last particular season. We know that Hydreigon, Mega Absol, with a little Nihiligo sort of kicker, that of course dominated recent seasons. Suicune Greninja EX, pretty good. Magnezone Oricorio, certainly still dominating. However, we'll take a look at the new variant that's kind of rumbling things down. Other than that, Altaria Greninja, that was the MVP for me last season. Took us all the way, B2. Let me load that there. All the way to Master Ball. It was so nice, so wonderful. So, I mean, you can certainly tell when I started using the particular deck, increase in enjoyment, increase in win rate. It's kind of nice. But yeah, that Mega Altaria Greninja deck, it wound up being a 71% win rate, even compared better to Savali's Zeraora. So that's probably what I'm going to start kind of attacking this emblem event with, just again to kind of start to get some data. We're going to test some of these other alternative decks, but we'll kind of see what goes up against it, because this particular season, friends, we've got pulled some interesting data. We've got Suicune Baxcalibur that does a lot of energy acceleration. That's pretty interesting. It's basically a water version of Gardevoir from the original Genetic Apex. That's kind of interesting. Darkrai Kangaskhan Oricorio with babies. Daycare, Kangaskhan Oricorio Daycare, that's kind of interesting. We have the new Magnezone Oricorio, but this time a 1/1 of the new Bellibolt EX, just as a nice little soupçon of interesting. That's kind of cool, kind of interesting. And then, we'll kind of go from there. Mega Altaria Gourgeist, I personally didn't have much luck with it last ranked season, but, times are changing, anything's possible. Lots of Mega Altaria, unfortunately, lots of Psychic, but we knew that since Fantastical Parade. The Mega Altaria kind of generic toolbox, that apparently has seen pretty good results recently in tournaments since, last Friday. We'll look at the results there. Probably want to edit this. This is supposed to be Mimikyu, boop, bop, beep. Mimikyu Greninja Giratina. There we go. That way that it's a little bit more accurate for my own sort of sanity. But yeah, it's Mimikyu. With, of course, Giratina Greninja as a nice little backup. That we technically built that I want to say, yeah, whenever Mimikyu came out, I think B2 last season, but we just never wound up using it. A couple other decks that have been seeing some promise that, again, I kind of want to try out is Dragon Arcana Altaria, so the one that requires multiple energies. So we're running Pichu, we're running Psychic, we're running Mantike, just to kind of try and see if we can get that awesome 1-point version of Altaria that still does quite a bit of damage. Some other variants, we've got two different psychic, I guess, toolboxes, as it will. We've got Gourgeist Houndstone, which of course allows us to discard cards via Gourgeist, and then the Houndstone, it does additional damage based on however many psychic Pokemon are in your graveyard. So they kind of synergize there. Very similar to how the Meowth Chandelure deck, it basically just you use supporters and then came in at the end game with Chandelure. Here it's a very similar thing, but at this time with Houndstone, as we might see later today, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming quite a bit tomorrow too. That's what I'm looking for. We kind of synergize there. The second version is actually bringing Chandelure back. So again, Chandelure Greavard, you're trying to run through supporters, you're trying to run through Pokemon and discard them. So that one, oh my goodness, I'm not a big fan of. I don't know how that will necessarily work. Also need to edit this. But it's got a little Meowth here. Because Greavard's Soul Shot, it requires you to have psychic Pokemon down and out. So you've got to really have Meowth out first. That's kind of how that deck functions, while you kind of build up Chandelure, and then you send out Chandelure out, and then you've got, Greavard. So I don't personally see that one doing too well in number 18 here, but it's quite possible. It's all good. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. What's up, Mr. Rockstar? Yeah. It my set completion. I was able to complete this set thanks to certainly you had a hand in it as well, but of course thanks to the fun and terribleness that is all my other followers, right? Lionheart, things of that nature. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Why oh why is this not platforms? Why is this not synced? Hold up, wait a minute, put a little spin in it. Ah, that's why. Because my YouTube was not synced. That's why. StreamerBot, you have failed me for the last time. Perchance to dream. Hey, there we go. But how's it going for you? Hopefully well. Where was I? So let's kind of take a quick peek. You may have mixed feelings, but I am actually going to look at ooh, someone 2, 3 diamonds left. I got all the X's. Nice. Yes. So certainly, if you need anything, I might be able to swing it your way with the share feature, or trades even. I can't guarantee that I'll have everything, because like I said, most of the cards that I have were shared with me, but at the very minimum, I'm so happy I've been able to complete the set. I haven't pulled anything through the 24-hour wonder picks though, so it's a little sad, but cool. All right, cool. Where was I? So let's look at I'm looking at Trainer Hill, and specifically, I'm actually going to start looking at data from the past week, but only from Monday on. I actually want and need and kind of gotta exclude, all the data from the Pocket Mads tournament that just happened this past Saturday, Sunday, mainly because, like, in their infinite wisdom, they banned Lucky Ice Pop, which sure, I get, it makes for a more fun tournament, makes things less RNG. They saw lots of, different variation, but seeing as how ranked is not the same as tournaments, we need to have data that's as close to reality as possible. So the banning of a card, in my opinion, probably one of the largest tournaments in recent, sort of events, it's just going to swing the data for what we need to kind of preparificate for. Yes, that's not a word, but we're going to preparificate for ranked, which is going to happen this coming week. So I'm actually starting my data collection from the 2nd, March 2nd, Monday on. And then so we can kind of peruse that and certainly see that of the cards that have been kind of entered, as it were, into the tournaments, Suicune, Mega Altaria, Greninja, Magnezone, Bellibolt, Zora. So, I'm trying to throw in these new cards. Of those, certainly some, not all, are actually doing pretty decent. Let me get my terrible face out of the way. So even though it's second, 14%, at least of top 8, I like to look at top 8 because it's kind of middle of the road, not top 4, not top 16, but top 8. Mega Altaria is 17%, so that's a pretty significant sort of jump from there. Same thing, Magnezone Bellibolt, 7.7%, however, it's 14%, 15% if you're doing some rounding of the top 8. So really, those are the two decks that I myself am going to kind of look at. Suicune Baxcalibur, it's definitely the hotness of the particular week. But as we can see here, it's actually not doing so hot with the sort of fancy-dancy competitiveness. Bellibolt Zeraora, the amount that people are bringing, as well as the amount of people that are succeeding, they're roughly about the same. A little bit better, but you know, you can certainly kind of see there. And of course, thankfully, Hydreigon is no longer the craziness, the hotness that it was. So we'll kind of see there, right? And you can even kind of tell this by just going to the regular limitless TCG and, you know, saying, okay, yeah, it's popular, but it's only got 50% win rate. Of the top 50, there's that. Those are those sort of Mega Altaria toolboxes and the Dragon Arcana Altaria that we kind of brought as well. So it does have a low count, but, you know, sample sizes and everything, at least that's what, you know, my wife tells me. But certainly we want to kind of validate these against our own sort of craziness. But yeah, that Magnezone Bellibolt, 54% in the tournaments. We'll have to obviously validate that against ourselves. So super excited. It's going to be hopefully great. But yeah. Let's kind of see what we got going on. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Baxcalibur changed the meta. It was pretty good. Let's see. Orthoworm, I don't know. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Maybe, baby. Expansion. I think I only have one. Yeah, sad times. I only got one. I have an extra Gimme Ghoul if you need them. What's up, Cristo? So certainly it's not too terrible. I can definitely trade or share some things, but of the new set, like I said, I was able to kind of finagle my way with Wonder Trades and kind of go from there. Chen Pao, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Let me pull him up real quick, like, I was just in the cards. Oh, hey, what's this? What's the news? I think it's bonus week. I think I just cleared that. Yeah, bonus week is underway. Login for the week. Ooh, a 2-card simple frame. Very nice. I did not notice that. And of course, we've got all these pieces. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, I forgot that I grabbed one of these fantastical parade sort of guys. Silvally, Oricorio, always, always. Hey, he's only let me down a handful of times, and I usually block those out. Let me see. I was curious. We were checking out Qian Pao. So yes, for a single energy, it does minimal, terrible damage. Can't even kill a baby. But with the synergy of Baxcalibur or even a well-flipped Misty card, I mean, theoretically, yeah, it's quite possible because it's 130 damage. So it's effectively a Hydreigon, just water, especially if you have a Baxcalibur, you know, feeding you energies. You can load it up and just do 130 with no you know, knockback. So that's kind of nice, but it does require not necessarily harder, but different setup than the Hydreigon. So you still need ice, rare candy, still need, you know, the 3, but just, I mean, not bad. Again, I technically have never, you know, full disclosure, never played any of the video games in Paldea. What is that? Sword and Shield? No. Yes, Scarlet Violet rather. So like, I don't know the power level, the significance of Qian Pao. I know that he's one of the like end game Pokemon, but that's about it. That's about all I got. I was actually deeply disappointed in how Armarouge just didn't do a thing. I thought that with negative 30 damage, it would be great for a stage 1. It's rampable with colorless, but I think 3 energy is just a little much. Yeah. So, Savala or Corio. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Certainly, you know, the fact that I'm not going to get one shot by Hydreigon, it's kind of nice. But it just depends on how, you know, how you can actually go up against, because there's so many, like I was saying earlier before you popped in. I myself, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 different Mega Altaria variations that I want to be able to test and do. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So 5, 4 or 5. So it's a little crazy, but you know, I've kind of been able to build a few things. I definitely want to try out Jolteon again, since again, well, hold on. Baxcalibur is weak. It's an ice Pokemon. I forget. So it's weak to steel. So damn. Maybe not. My rare pulls, you're gonna be jelly. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm super thankful. Blessed be Arceus. But I've kind of dominated this particular set. I haven't had luck like this in quite a while, and so I'm not gonna say that like it's. I'm not gonna say that it's like any sort of skill or whatever, but like I've got a bunch. Obviously, I finished up all the 1-stars. I pulled Golden Go, Rainbow, and Arvin like day one. I pulled the Nimona from a Wonder Trade, and then I've just been getting shinies for days. I pulled all 3 dogs within like the same week, and I'm like, cool. What am I gonna use them in? Obviously, Suicune with Baxcalibur. But like Raiko's never really been viable. Entei, I don't know if there's like a Blaziken or a Charizard deck rather that would, you know, run him. But I'm just like, cool, thanks. But yeah, I was super happy that I got Nimona just because, you know, memes. I'll leave it at that. And then, you know, kind of go from there. So, but what I'm actually currently working on, like I said, is I need a. Ooh, where they at? Clear. I need the 1-stars. I wish that like it doesn't. Side rant. Oh my gosh. Side note. Why is it that if I click this to save my view settings, it doesn't save? It doesn't. I quit the app. I come back in. Whatever. It says save. I want it to be permanent. Anyways, sorry. So like. I just have been like, okay, well, I need the remainder of the 1-star card arts from the previous set, so I'm just gonna start opening that because I'm missing all of those. And then, you know, in a perfect world, it'd be kind of nice. I gotta trade for some of the shinies because I would like because someone gave me the idea. I'm not gonna say who. You know who you are. I want to get a full shiny Savali Zera or Oricorio deck going, but it's gonna be kind of crazy because they're shiny, so they're gonna be hard to pull, but even more so, I don't have that much shinies to trade, but you know, end goal times here for a little bit. And then, you know, just kind of trying to fill out the rest of my collection, something that I have 2 of every card, because you never know what could pop back up in the meta. I mean, hell, I remember there was an Arceus deck recently in last season that kind of had a nice little flavor of the week. So you just never know, right? Pull cards, pull packs. I'm super lucky that I've been playing and pulling cards since the inception, you know, October of 24. So shit, a year and a half now. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's crazy. Let's see. I mean, Junior Baphomet, there's an Orthworm. I don't know. I would definitely recommend, like, I mean, I'm probably preaching to the choir here. You probably already do, but like, try and metagame the game, if you will, and just fill up your goddamn friends list, right? Truly, leave a few spots open for trades. Shout out Lionheart. But like, just fill out your friends list and just pray, just pray that someone pulls something. Rainbow by Barrel. Oh, dude. Oh, seriously. I'm really wanting. Oh God, what is it? I'm really wanting to just Hyper Fang, Super Fang, just taking down all these megas. It's on my to-do list still. Unfortunately, it's a 60 HP, so we can't use Lycia, but yeah, it's colorless, so we can ramp. We'll kind of see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to like stratego it kind of crazy. Use like starting planes or whatever. It's pretty great. Super fake. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I enjoy the fact that they have added, you know, the solo battle randomness. That was kind of fun. But yeah, really, truly, it's just ranked matches are, when is that? Next week, I think. Ranked matches, bonus week. Sharkadot drop event in 4 days. Yeah, ranked in 4 days. So March 10th. March 10th is when the 11th season. That is wild. Can't even think about that. Is gonna drop. So we'll kind of pay attention to that. Bellibolt. That's wild for me to think about that we've been playing for 11 seasons. So how far to Emblem Event? I have literally not played. This is, let's just say, life, the universe, everything has transpired and against me that I have not been able to play at all. Like I've opened my packs and then closed the app because that's all that I've actually had time to do. So I'm a sad little boy, but thankfully I'm super happy because right now, right here, we're gonna try and get the Emblem Event again. It's only 9 wins, not even consecutive, so thankfully we're all, you know, anybody who wants to with half a brain cell and some persistence is gonna get the emblem. Certainly, if you want to get all the shine dust, you know, I think you need to get 25 total. But if I'm, you know, kind of being 1,000% honest here, I've still got 360,000 shine dust. I don't foresee myself needing it. And we'll kind of, you know, go from there. And of course, saving up pack hourglasses, hoarding these wonder hourglasses are given us such that we can, you know, open up packs next season. Because who knows what B2b, that's pretty funny, B2b will bring. Part of me is hoping more megas. I've heard, pray tell, rumors on the interwebs of like additional, maybe that'll probably be B3, but you know, people hypothesize that they want additional rarities, and you know, we've already got like the gold crown rares, but rainbow rares would be freaking cool. So you know, we'll see. Pretty much. I would if I could. I don't need it. I mean, it was interesting when you could like use it to be like, oh yes, I have a Sprigatito. Let me, you know, do whatever the hell I want. Actually, it's kind of cool. Boom. That's kind of cute. You know, you can spend shine dust to do that for whatever, and of course, obviously, more rare cards required more more rare shine dust. In this case, 1,000 versus just 40 to do it to it. Definitely, you know, that's cool and all, but ever since set B, you don't need to use up cards to do this. So, I mean, technically, as long as you have the shine dust, which you're going to get extras every time you pull duplicates, which easy squeezy. I am curious though. So for a 2-star shiny, what's the 4,000? Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. And then for, let's see, so many. And then for crown rares. Oh, well, because it's from the first one, you have to consume. Oh, and you can't even do. Can you not do fanciness with crown rares? You can though, but like you still have to consume a card. That is wild. Big yikes, big scary. In triplicate. But yeah, thankfully you don't have to do that for, you know, the new ones in set B. So 6,000 is the most for a single card that you would need. So if I got really just ham and I wanted to deck out all my freaking immersives, it would be, you know, what, 60,000 cards that I could do? 6,000 cards? I can't do math. It'd be 6,000 cards, I think, that I could. But I don't care about the flare. If I have it, great. If I don't, whatever. It's literally not. It literally does nothing. So, had to grind 25 wins to trade full out Mega Altaria. What do you mean? Oh, to trade, because you need Shine Dust for trades. That's true. Yes. That is true that you need Shine Dust for it. Cool. Kudos. Right on. I'm glad that you were able to do that. But yeah, it's just a matter of pulling cards every day. Unfortunately, I wish I had an answer for you. I don't really know what else they could do to improve the collection experience. But, you know, all we can do is have some fun. But speaking of fun, what time is it? 11:35? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's kind of nice, kind of wonderful. But hey, we'll kind of get on it. Let's do it to it. Yeah. We're gonna try the age-old sort of craziness that is getting shit done. You know, fuck around, find out, all that kind of stuff. And then once we're done with that, then we can, you know, have some more fun. But yeah, definitely I want to try, you know, like I said, Mega Altaria Greninja. It's a good deck. It's the one that, you know, we're most likely. Have I changed anything? I don't think that I did. Let me comparificate to my okay, I did do some different stuff. So I need to get a new screenshotty. It's not whether I know what cards I'm playing with, but also then you guys will know. Because I'm a goofy goober. So, you know, it's commonly asked, not all the time, but it's been asked in the past, how the heck do I sort of build my decks? How do I find out what I do? And the short version is that I just net deck all the crap that I can based on, like I've shown before, the Limitless and then the Trainer Hill sort of data. I try and find out what decks are relevant for the most recent, I don't know, no more than 7 days. I then find those exact decks on Limitless, even though they may not be top tier based on share or based on win rate. But, you know, in my opinion, more recent data is more relevant than just, you know, longitudinal data, which is, you know, good, bad, happy, sad. Dash 03 dash 06. Yeah, boy. All right, cool beans. So then let me change this up. And so that's what I wind up doing is I just kind of like go in there and I'm like, okay, well, I want to find the most recent Mega Altaria deck that has been doing well. So I'll go in and I'll find it. I'll do some comparisons based on, you know, matchups, based on the win rate, you know, based on, of course, if you know, version A of Mega Altaria Greninja fought like 7 Baxcaliburs and also some Magnezone Bellibolts versus, you know, version B of Mega Altaria fought, you know, Suicune, Magnezone, Blaziken. It fought more. I like the one that has more varied data that's a little bit more tested because as you kind of go in and you look, tournaments, unfortunately, the data is what the data is, because who knows what the bracket looks like, and some people get really, really lucky and they just wind up steamrolling with like fucking Ludicolio sort of rhythmic steps, and then other people, like, they could have top tier deck, but they didn't get to make it to, you know, top 4 simply because they just had bad RNG. So you kind of have to take things with a grain of salt. So, but we know that Mega Altaria is a good deck right now, at least in terms of tournaments. So certainly we can kind of go from there. Mega Lopunny Annihilate, I did build it. It's a will coin flip sort of spiciness. I'm a little sad that we're using the Focused Fist Mankey. I personally kind of wanted to utilize the promo Mankey with the Genetic Apex Primeape, just because it does additional damage, but it does require 2 fighting energy. In this particular instance, if you go first, you know, you can get Mankey on deck, and then turn 2, you can actually evolve and still do 50 damage with Primeape, technically killing an Oricorio, so that'd be kind of cool. The fact that it's a super low energy, super you know, aggressive deck, I actually kind of want to try this. We've got the 2 wills because either the Mankey, you know, does 50, or even the Mega Lopunny, you know, we can kind of go from there. So they both require coin flips. Anyways, it's a very spicy deck. It's kind of nice. Gorgai's Houndstone definitely makes sense to me. The Chandelure Graveyard, I don't actually know how that will play out. But you know, it is what it is. It's just discard a card. So you play Graveyard to discard all the supporters. Ooh, so many supporters. All right, well, change one candy for Frogadier. Yeah, I mean, the hell? Sorry, that's something in my teeth. Only because of Chingling, you're not wrong. Do I have an extra Annihilate? I don't know if I do. Woo! Scroll. Ooh, where'd he go? 3, please be 3. Hey, look at that. Okay, well, if you so desire. Let's see, can I share it with you? Sharing is caring. You're probably already taken up. Hey, look at that. I'm gonna give it to you now. X gonna give it to you. I am a kind and malevolent god. Probably ruined your whole day. You were waiting on getting, you know, some EX from your bestie. But no, Gene has to come around and ruin it. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right. Ripcord, let's just do it. Haven't played in literally a week and a half, 2 weeks. So let's let's jump right on in because sadly, you know, it is what it is. Arena Dog, nice to meet you. And we're going second, so okay, cool beans. Let's see what we got. Froakie, Swablu. We're going second, yeah. I win! Speed run, any percent. 1,000. Me, yes, love it. Haha. And see, he just knew. He just knew. You can't make this shit up, you guys. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I don't even know what Pokemon the dude like was attempting to utilize, so I can't even. Yeah, so this is my life. Don't know how it works. So I do possibly maybe will swap out one of the rare candies for a Frogadier, but I'm not too concerned. But 100% win rate. Yes, love it. 100%. Hey guys, I got an emblem. Pick it out. Hey, boo boo. So you hoping to update the sheet with mystery deck? I mean, I just leave it as mystery deck. I try, like, if I wasn't expecting them to concede, not that you ever would be, but I try and look at the energy type that they're running and see if potentially, like, I can suss out, like, oh, they're running steel energy. Well, in the current meta, there's like 3 steel decks. I saw people trying to run Skarmory. Obviously, Steelix Indeedee is technically potentially viable, especially now that we got the ice Pokemons. But really, if I don't know what the hell they're running, I just leave it because why would I guess? Why would I give myself false data? So I'd rather just leave it as, you know, an unknown, such that when I go to my pivot tables or whatever, then, you know, it gets counted. Because it's like, I don't know what the fuck it was like. But yeah, I mean, certainly, you know, go from there. We got our data. Mystery would be dope. Maybe. Mr. E. You know what? That's I'm pretty sure that there was somebody in my stream that was his name was Mr. E. But yeah, it's definitely like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like missing number or something. Like this guy. Oop. Pokemon. Missing number, yes. Missing no. So, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that. That is more appropriate. You are correct. Oops. Nope. Missing no is a glitch, an artificial Pokemon species found in the video game Red and Blue. So, yeah, he's oh damn, there's evolutions. There's evolutions. Terrifying. I remember when back in the day when I was playing Red Blue, everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta catch missing number, and then you'll get Mew. You'll get Mew, I promise. You just gotta check by the truck behind the SS Anne. It's great." No, dude, not a fan. Shit ain't real. Fake news. Fake news. But I remember grinding him because I don't know if it's still, I'm sure there's missing no's in, current iterations of the actual game itself. Hey now, damn, 30th anniversary, nice. But you'd be able to glitch out items and duplicate items like rare candy and stuff. So like after you beat the Elite Four, because don't be a douche and do it so you beat the game. You beat the game normally, but then afterwards you got into the Hall of Fame. Then you can kind of dick around and like get a whole bunch of rare candies and level up your Pokemon and stuff. At least that's what I did. So it was kind of fun. Stage 1 of Pokemans. I'm in danger. All right, so we got Zeraora. What was it? Zeraora Bellibolt. Ooh, Rainbow Meowscarada. Nice. Why not Bellibolt? I don't know. Just because I mean, certainly I am the electric type stan, so I do want it to be able to. I do want to try it. I do want to see it succeed. But currently, at least from my experience last ranked season, as well as the sort of most recent data in Trainer Hill, which again, obviously tournaments are not ranked. We know, disclaimer. But right now, at least from this Monday onward, Mega Altaria Greninja is 20% roughly of the top 8, and of course, kind of seeing the highest win rates. Most of them are Altaria variants, and yeah, there's Bellibolt in here, but most of them are Altaria variants. So I'm kind of hedging my averages to kind of see what we can do. But I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Damn, he's already got all types of craziness. I did not pay attention at all to whatever he did on his turn. My man. This is Trainer Hill. Woo. Spilling shit all over me. Woo. I'm in danger. Because, unfortunately, I'm not doing any damage. I have no basics. I need Alicia. Quit. Because my man is about to get his Bellibolt. So, the way that I particularly use Trainer Hill is I You can kind of see there's like date filters once you load the page. I personally only look at the nice. I only look at the most recent. Again, no more than a week, just because the meta evolves, it changes over time. Yada 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 yada. Disclaimer, disclaimer. Really, I'm going to completely lose my ass. Bellibolt Zero Aura. I'm gonna lose because I am bricking very hard. He's using all the electric generators. My goodness. So I usually do that, and then I personally look at top 8, just because if you look at top 4, then that's like too narrow of a scope. If you look at top 16, maybe that's too wide of a scope. So I look at top 8, kind of middle of the road, just to see like how things are sort of progressing as they were from there. Dude, yeah, it's pretty terrible, pretty bad. I'll swap into the other Altari, and I'm sure he'll have Cyrus. So he's gonna electrical cord, and my dude's got like 17 energies. So that's life. Sometimes you win on turn 0. Other times you gotta eat. You gotta eat it. That was not great. Not great at all. Let's see. Went first, 10 turns, 180. Yeah. But yes, Bellibolt is a great card. And what we just witnessed, granted, I wasn't honest paying attention to half of it, so I kind of feel bad. What we just witnessed was exactly how that particular deck, how that card wants to be played, right? You load up, in this case, Zero Aura. Other variant is Magnezone, Magneton. You generate those energies however you can. You use both, because that guy got super lucky. You utilize both of your electric generators to add energy onto your bench. I really liked his use of the electrical cord, so even if that Zero Aura died, which, great, whatever, those energies then got displaced back onto its bench. So if that was if I was him, top tier performance. Unfortunately, I bricked extremely hard, so, you can't win everything. All we can do is have some fun. Right on. Yeah, Greninja Mega Absol, it's a good deck. For in this case, I'm looking at top 8. Very surprised that Gourgeist is still kind of up there. I didn't even think about Dusknoir, but apparently someone ran it in a tournament pretty well this week. You can hit show more, and it'll kind of show you things as they are. Going second. Okay, so we'll do this. But yeah, I mean, Mega Lopunny, Annihilate, if there's that sort of thing, you can certainly see like who's bringing what. Again, this is all tournaments based on the same data that Limitless has, but it's presented in a little bit different way. So I like it. I use both, just within like I can see what's recent as well as overall what things are happening. Anyways, I should probably lock in. We got Hydreigon. Okay, Pokeball go. Ching-a-ling ding ding dong. Okay, I am going to Retreatify. When Hydreigon's in play, you can't let him use any rare candy. It's unfortunately a whole thing. Thankfully, I'm going to start pinging him with Ninja, but I really only have one more turn to kind of... My guy! You really know how to make a day just terrible. Okay. Part of me is like... Sing? Part of me wants to sing with Swablu, but it's a coin flip. I know, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I sing with Swablu? It's 50-50 coin flip, or I could just retreat back into Chingling, but unfortunately Chingling is donezo this particular turn, so I won't have any recourse. My brain says make it sing, because if I attach to Swablu retreat, I will have no energy on any Pokemon, and I'll be behind the 8-ball 2 turns. So that was a good Sabrina. Because even if Chingling dies, again, it prevents Hydreigon from coming out. I'd have to throw Greninja out there, and granted, yeah, he won't get outright killed because of 80 damage, but I'm gonna do that. Tails, Tails, Sonic and Tails, 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 Sonic and Tails. Damn it. Welp. GG. Thankfully, maybe I can pull another Swablu. I don't even have Mega Altaria. See, this is what happens. I either use my luck on pack pulls or I use my luck in freaking matchups. But that's life. Pokeball go! Yeah, there's no way that I win. I don't do enough damage. Unless like I get a professor and I get to draw a Mega Altaria and a basic, but even then, yeah, I don't foresee this ending well for me. I really don't. Oh no. I don't have any supporters, my guy. Okay, that's actually pretty OP. Thank you. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Basics, basics, basics. Come on, basics, basics. Son of a bitch. I don't have, I only have one Cyrus. I traded it out for the training arena. Don't know if that was the right move, but certainly that was one of the higher performing sort of decks, as it were. So I may go back to two Cyruses. Two Cyri? Two Cyri? Two Cyruses? I don't know. How would you say the plural of Cyrus? Hooray! Oh no! I'm in trouble. And Poison Bar. My goodness gracious. GG. GG. Yeah, I would need Cyrus immediately in order for this to win. What is the likelihood? 14% of me drawing a Cyrus right now? Please. Oh, terrible. Yeah, GG. See, there he is. There he is. Freaking guy. Freaking guy. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's no recourse. GG. Loss. Loss.png. 2 stars, a failure. 2 stars. Oh, them's the breaks, kids. Let's see. We went second. 10 turns again. Nope. Thanks. Bear says thanks. Really? Seriously? Okay, well, apparently Bezos needs his pound of flesh. So I'm gonna be right back, which makes sense. My coffee, my caffeine is low, so I'm gonna go get some water. Highly recommend you guys do the same. Mezagoza, yeah, but such is. I'm gonna be right back. Don't go in too much anywhere. Let us with bacon tomato. Let's see how some of these solo battles look out. We'll go from there. BRB. Woo. We have returned. All right. There's that Mezagoza. But yes, hopefully you guys, like me, have now swapped to your hydration of choice. In my case, water. You know, good old high quality H2O. Um, it's good stuff. If you've actually stuck around, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We're going to jump back into the Emblem Event battle here in a hot second. Once the AI sort of has its way with this Orthoworm Reverum deck. If you stuck around, you like what you see, you want to continue to allow my wife to allow me to dick around with you wonderful human beings at evening, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We are one person away on Twitch from having 100 followers. That'll be wild, super nice. And then from there we'll have a little bit more fun. So. Let us with bacon tomato. Let's see what we got. All right. Nice, nice, nice. I really wish that even the solo battles, I mean, obviously they can be done by AI. You can do the ramp up battles, get your, rewards. I do wish that they gave you, even if it was like 5 shine dust or something that you could farm, and make it kind of like almost like an auto battler, sort of like AFK arena type thing. Might be worth, your while. I mean, if they want to have people in app, then just give us a reason to be in the app. Otherwise, once we've collected the set, once we've no, stop it, I clicked too fast. No. Once we're like, stop it. The loading times, the animations, seriously. Literally the worst. But yeah, I mean, certainly if they want people, especially with the fact that we've lost so many players since like the inception of the game. I wish I had a graph. I wonder if I can, Pokemon Pocket player count. Maybe. Is there a graph? I want a graph. This is not a good website. Yeah, this is not a good graph. Game Rant, maybe? Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Nope. Ads. Ads are everywhere. There's too many ads. I literally cannot close the tab. Wowza. Perhaps. Sorry, I'm ADHDing here at the moment. Yeah, that's all revenue. I don't know, but you can Google it. I'm not having any luck. But basically, we did really well when the game first came out, and then ever since, it's just been slowly, steadily decreasing over time. It's really sad. Maybe if I just search Google image. Yeah, I should have just done that. What website is this? Really? Facebook, of all things. That's pretty wild. Okay, well, according to this random-ass Facebook post group, we're just gonna believe. We're gonna Justin Bieber believe that, like, this is truth. Nope, can't see shit. Woo, there we go. So, according to whatever this guy, on Google Play, you can see the different packs were released. And as of, Wisdom of Sea Sky, not great. Same sort of story, a little bit better because it's iOS, and of course, Apple people, they have half a brain cell, so they're just going to play whatever. So, their engagement's a little bit higher. So yeah, retention rate according to the sort of DNA shareholder sort of action. So I don't know. All we can do is just hope that they do something at least halfway interesting with this game. Now, don't forget, if I lose 3 in a row, if I lose this next match, yes, we will, as Cristo Mama, as they suggested, they will swap decks, and we'll see if Savali is at least maybe even potentially viable. If not, we'll go into any one of the other decks that we have built already thus far for our testing sort of purposes, and we'll kind of go from there. So if you have a particular deck that you want me to try, or that you have been having some pretty good success with, definitely, not necessarily now, because we don't know if we're going to lose. We might lose. He's aura farming with his gold Mewtwo. Then, Does that count as a win? I mean, it does, but like, does that count? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, sweet mother of Mary. Auto concede. I mean, I'm super thankful for the people who are auto conceding, but like, why? Why? I want to play the game. I want to. Thanks. Thanks. Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. That's pretty funny. Battle. BattleBots. Rollout. Yes, I know it's Autobots. It was a meme. Chill. I could sense the disturbance in the force the minute the words left my mouth. Someone, somewhere, they just cringed in fear. So I have to apologize. Sorry, not sorry. But anyways, okay, cool. Chingling to start. Hooray, hooray! Pokeball training area. I need the Swablu. I need the Swablu. Oh man, let's not have another repeat. Let us not have repeats. Sweet. Froakie. Get wrecked, scrub. So sad. We are officially out of coffee. That's okay. We have the Hydration Nation. It begins. I have rare candy, so Greninja or a professor would be ideal. Hit me. You can't pull shit. You ain't got nothing. Sadly, neither do I, but that's okay. Bird. Bird. Wombo combo. Ooh, yeah. How am I doing? 110. Just shy. Just shy. It's okay. I think we're gonna win. Because no matter what, I Greninja his ass. My man, you're putting Dino out there? Does he not know? I don't feel like he knows. Does he not know? Oh, how do I disrespect him? Do I just ping him or do I pull him back? Do I be like Scorpion style? Yeah, we're gonna do the thing. Oh no, wait, you know what? We're just gonna double. Oh, see, I wanted to disrespect him. I wanted to pull him in and then ping him with Greninja and just. Oh, I'm toxic. Anyways. All right, we went firsties. Look at that. Look at that. 7-11. 150 damage. That was easily a, you know what, that's going to be a 5-star sort of amazingness right there. And we didn't lose 3 in a row, so I'm going to continue on until, you know, the cows come home with our beautiful Greninja Altaria sort of goodness. But again, if you have a particular deck that you want me to try or that you're curious of, let me know. It would have been too much, but that's why. That's why. If you're not trying to win, no, that's not how the quote goes. If you're not doing everything you can to win, you're not even trying. That's what it is, right? If you're not doing everything you can to win, you're not even trying. Oh, that could be applied to so many things, and not just video games, life, the universe, everything, jobs. I hate being responsible adult sometimes. I wish that I could just live out in the woods with infinite Wi-Fi. It'd be great. But no, sadly, we must engage in this thing called life. All right, we're going first, less than ideal. Definitely less than ideal, especially starting off Froakie. It'd be different if I was starting first with a Chingling and only a Chingling, but here I'm only starting with a Froakie. I don't even have a Pokeball. Wild. And it's Manaphy Blastoise? What? Blastoise. Okay. We're gonna do Lycia and hope that I can get a Swabululu. Ululu. Interesting. Manaphy Blastoise. I am curioso. Blastoise. How many cards does he have? He has 4 cards. All right, well, we'll do this. Probably less than ideal. And we'll do this. Gimme. Nice. 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 Triple. Ooh, Do I lay down Swablu for a second Mega Altaria, or do I attempt to leave it just because of Greninja, Chingling? Don't actually know. Yeah, we'll do that. Part of me is like, maybe I can get second Greninja online, but at the same time, I don't want to, like, miss my chance, as it were. Not that I have any sort of, like, actual plan here. Wartortle. Ah, so now he cannot be Greninja pinged. What a cool guy. Although he has already been Greninja pinged once, so I can hopefully Cyrus his ass in a hot minute. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Oop, nope. Wow, I'm surprised that it lets you select. It lets you select the whatchamacallit, Wartortle, even though he has the ability that blocks. Is it just prevents, yeah, just damage. So I guess technically you can still target it, but it's just not gonna work. How interesting. Blastoise. Really, my guy? Okay. Okay, I see you. Not what I would have done, but we'll play your game. I'm gonna get 2 points right now. Nice. Mezagoza. I'm back, baby! Exactly. Yeah, I know, it's pleasantly positive. It's 60%. I need to change the coloring. Why is it yellow? Watch him. Oh, sweet. I have no idea what that deck is supposed to be. A Blastoise deck of some kind, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We went firsties. Let's see. 8, 2, 1, 210 damage, 4 stars of fun. I really wanted to be able to get a second Greninja online, but Blastoise Manaphy. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let us take a quick peek down memory lane. So we've got 66.67% win rate, 4 from 6. So that's not too bad. Average damage, median damage of what we've got so far. They're pretty close, 150 to 115 for the deck, but that's, you know, pretty okay. We're doing very close, and even median damage is actually, in my opinion, the better measure of central tendency. If you want to know why, I'm sure there's YouTube videos that can explain it. But you know, it's less susceptible to wide variations because we've already got a couple of the concedes that technically counted out at 0, so that makes sense. Average damage per turn. I probably should do median damage per turn now that I'm like thinking about it, because again, if average is based on loving it. If averages can be affected by the wild, you know, variations, then obviously average damage per turn is no bueno. Average turns per game, 6. That is a fast deck, which again, if I expand this, domain expansion, why is there a 1? There should be a 0. That's gonna have 5.8. The auto concedes obviously are throwing that off because we've got, you know, 10, 5, 8, 8. So like personally, it might be again better to do median for all of these values. But average joy 3.2, yeah boy. And of course, here's my favorite part, just to look at it. Woo, staircase to heaven, 66%. What a nice little chode of a win rate. And then of course we've seen our Hydreigon Mega Absol sort of craziness. So you know, do what you can with what you got. 50% win rate on those particular things. Let me. Hey, what's up, Aylwin? Let's do conditional formatting. Do some color scales. We'll do 0.6. Yes, I know. So 45, 55, 65. We'll do those, and maybe that'll color code it a little bit nicer. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Nice. But my streak counter is working. I love it. My streak counter is working. It's kind of nice. But yeah. Right on. Elden Ring DLC. Picked it back up. Nice. That's the Shadow of the Erd Tree, right? I never played it personally. I watched a couple YouTubers, Twitch streamers kind of go through it, but I myself sadly never did. I own it. Just, I don't know. I couldn't get back into it, and just kind of knowing what they did to my knowing what they did to my boy Radon, I was a little salty, so I decided not to partake. But you know, it's all good. They say if you listen to the lore and kind of dive into the mind of George R.R. Martin, it all makes sense. But like, to me, unfortunately, it does not. The lore does not make sense with Michaela and Radon and oh god, the other one, the other brother, sister, children. I forget. It's literally been that long since I have looked into the lore. But definitely, if you enjoy like video essays or the lore in general of Elden Ring, awesome channels. Smotown and Vati, amazing YouTubers. Highly recommend checking them out. They are pretty cool guys, and they just break down all the lore from all the Dark Souls, all the Elden Ring games. Highly recommend. I'm about to ruin this man's whole day. But yeah, I think it was Vati. He had like he had a series of, you know, lore breakdown video essays, and then he compiled them into like three major ginormo video essays, and they were like 12 hours. 12 hours of content. It was crazy. Let's go. Suicune Baxcalibur ain't got nothing. Suicune ain't got nothing. See, I got 4 in a row, you guys. If I was in ranked, what would that be? A 19-point lead? Oh, oh, if only. It's definitely wasting all my luck, like right now. Truly. 5 wins, yay! Seriously, it's kind of nice. Right on, right on. Yeah, I also finished the most recent set. I'm going back to Fantastical Parade to try and pull some more 1-stars, actually. So it's kind of funny you mentioned that. But I too am hunting for my shiny Pokeballs. I have one. I have 1 ball. Let it be known, me and Lance Armstrong, we each have 1 ball. His is just a little bit more personal. Mine is just kind of hanging out. Just kind of chilling. 77% win rate, you guys. This is a good deck. It's a good deck. Mega Altaria Greninja. It does it for me. I'm not certain. I'm not sold on the training arena card. An extra 10 damage, whoop-de-dee, but apparently, I mean, 140 is a good break point. If you can get to it, 110 is a good break point. And then, of course, I forget what the one below it, I think 80. Those are all good break points. Wow, full art. Well, not even full art, but like 2-star Chien-Pao. Wow. Wow. I'm actually kind of in danger. Not gonna lie. Professor. I would have copycatted, but sadly, we are not there. Chien-Pao with double Baxcalibur. I'm in danger. My poor win rate. I was too confident. Starting plays. So now would be a great time to just throw down my stadium and negate his. Okay, 2 cards. So Lycia it is. Please don't be double Chinglings. Please don't be double Chinglings. Okay, thank you. I got double Swablu. Okay, well, sure. It's not like Mars me or something. Completely ruin all my beautiful hard work. He's gonna have Baxcalibur, and he's gonna do... Oh shit, he can choose. He can choose to do 130 damage. I'm Dunzo. Dondozo. Well, that is the strength of that deck. Chien-Pao just does 130 damage, no questions asked. Just crazy daisy. Oh my god! Shing-a-ling-a-ding-dong. Please be rare candy. Please be rare candy. No luck for me. But I am going to prevent him from using rare candy. We might still be in this, boys. We might still be in it. Ah, he's drawing. Oh my god. Nice, nice, nice. Solid. Liquid. Sweet beans. Sweet beans. How much damage am I doing? I'm doing 100 right now, so I have to lay down a card. Lay down the Froak. We will lay down the Froak. Do I copycat him or do I Cyrus him? That's the question. Because I could get rid of Chen Pao right now. Fortunately, his will do 100 damage to me, so yeah. We're going for it because that's the bigger threat. 130 is no bueno. It would have been perfect if I had my stadium, but no. Sadly. Boom. He's going to have to put out Frigibax or Suicune or something. But he's going to hit me right now for 120. He's going to hit me for 120. Potentially more. Yeah, see? He's going to hit me for 120 right now. Which is fine. Oh no, Artimax. Baxcalibur. Shiny. Freaking gold. Wow. Wow. Okay, guy. Okay, guy. Well, why would you do that? Why would you put extra additional energy? I don't understand. Whatever. That way he can probably retreat and do all the fun things that are doing. Giant cape. Nice. Nice. I only have one. I only had one, whatchamacallit, so I'm kind of in a bad position, truly. No bueno. See, there's training area. Nice. We like it. We love it. We want more of it. Sheboygan. Mega Harmony. I thought I was going to lose that particular match, but the deck did what it's supposed to. It's like ECC RAM. It error corrected for, all the terribleness that's up here. So, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. 320. 320, ya boy. I'm going to give that a solid. I'll give it 3 stars, actually, because, again, I thought I was going to lose. It was a rocky start, but the deck did. It, kind of was like a parabolic U-shaped recovery. Like, yeah, this is not down. Swippity swap drop top taco shop. Thanks, TM. You're a cool guy. Cool guy. But enough about me. How has the emblem been for you, wonderful peeps? I mean, how has the set in general been? Have you got I actually am. I don't know if I would have to check like the drop rates, but I feel like I haven't personally seen a lot of, myself included, haven't received any of the gold cards. I mean, we just saw the golden Baxcalibur there, but like I don't remember seeing like any gold protective ponchos during ranked, or I don't remember see what's another the set before that, wasn't that like Lilligant and Klefki or something like that. Like I think I saw one gold flame patch, which obviously it's a rare card, so it is unlikely that you'd be seeing it, but certainly you would expect it to just kind of pop out of nowhere sometimes. But usually it's just the immersives or the regulars. So I don't know. Certainly, I know that I've had luck. I pulled the shiny, the, the the dog trio and shiny, so like that's kind of nice. But what about for you, wonderful human beings? Anything of merit? Any chase cards that you're going after? Um, it's kind of crazy that we're already like contemplating the end of the set, coming up with like what's gonna be next, B2b. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. The monthly cadence for this game is both a blessing and a curse. I just don't know. Nice. Just don't know if like DNA is going to be able to like keep it up super long term, especially considering the aforementioned player retention rate. But I don't know. Sweet. 2-star full Artiano. So you got both variants. Personally, I am not a Neano stan. If I had to choose, only because, reasons. I'll leave it at that. I'm more of the new Pokemon Legends ZA. God, what's her name? Um, I don't remember her name. The new lady, the new one, the cute one that also streams. The ba 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 da ba, loving it. Where is she? Not gonna find her. Uh, Electric. Yeah, this chick. What's her name? I forget. I forget. It's not gonna tell me. It's not gonna tell me. Of course, it's not gonna tell me. This guy. This guy though. Uh, I forget her name. Canary. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, my brain. I don't know why. She does it for me. Iano just doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, boy. Heck yes. Give me full art of her if you know what I mean. Win 3 battles. Participate in 3 battles. But I did that. But I did that. All right. Let's see if my monitors turn off now that I have securely cable managed. Sweet. The joys of 3M adhesive. Oh, yes. Cable management for the win. Nice. We like it. We love it. But yes, yes, yes. Truly. Oh, excuse me. Where's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, friends? Perchance to dream. Yes. Let me see. Do we try a different deck? Do we continue on the streak just to finish out the emblem? We've got 3 more wins that we have to do. Um, so I mean, certainly, if I kind of change my goal here to just 9. Yes, yes, yes. I know I'm editing things. Theoretically, I just need 4 more matches and we'll achieve the emblem. Wow. But 25 is the maximum needed for the shine dust sort of spiciness. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Let's just keep going. We're gonna use Mega Altaria until Mega Altaria doesn't want to be used no more. Until the meta demands change. But definitely, Savali Zeracorio might be actually viable, like Cristo was saying. 1 second. With a ching-a-ling ding dong. So I'll have to run some numbers. Another Suicune Baxcalibur Shenpao. It's the 3rd one in a row. It's the 3rd one in a row. So Unfortunately, it's weak to steel. I mean, Suicune is weak to electricity, so there's not really any steel Pokemon. I guess I could run Mega Mawile. 19 trainers. Mezagoza. Really, my guy. I'm gonna completely ruin his day. I'm gonna use his Mezagoza, and then I'm gonna lay down my training arena. That's my plan. Nice. Can I lay down a training arena? Can I lay down my own stadium if I use his? Or is it like the minute I tap it, I cannot lay down my training arena? What do you guys think? I actually don't know this behavior. So if I use Mezagoza, can I lay down my stadium? Or do I have to lay down my stadium and forego using his? I don't actually know. Tap it first. All right, Christ. Heads. Oh, yes. Sweet. Good to know. You can tap. You can tap his land. Ruin his day. Foolish mortal. Thank you. I was like, I don't know how the game works. I don't play this game. I just but that's good to know. Check that in the shiny Suicune. Wow. Wow. Check that in the sort of things I wish I knew. What you gonna do, friend? Sweet. He's drawing cards. This dude just wants to draw. He's got Mezagoza and Sweet. He's just drawing cards. He's just drawn cards. That's all that it is. Starting planes. What a cool guy. Cool guy. Oh, so sad. For 100 right now. What's he hitting for? He's hitting for 80. I don't want Baxcalibur to be a thing, but at the same time, I don't want his Suicune to be a thing. I could Cyrus the Frigibax, take it out. And then he'd be hitting for... Lycia is more useful. I'm thinking I'm going to Cyrus his Frigibax, actually, and then just take the hit with... Shit, I thought too much. I needed to hit with Mega Altaria. I'm fucking stupid. Damn, I was thinking too hard. That's what it is, friends. That's how you play the game and you lose. It's a good thing this isn't ranked. But boy howdy. Boy howdy. Arven. Full immersive Arven. What did he get for heads? Item card. Tails is a tool. Well, my man can't play item cards this round, so... Double shiny Suicune. What a Chad. Would you trade full art Mega Altaria or Lycia? I like symmetry of Lycia. Yeah, definitely Lycia is more useful, but Mega Altaria is the better card, I guess. I don't know. I'm personally a collector, so as long as I have one of everything, it's great. For battling the meta cards, I would prefer nice. I would prefer two of everything, so I don't have a good answer for you. I wish that I did, but I don't. Can't believe I wasted my Cyrus. I'm so pissed. So pissed. And I'm 10 away from freaking. I'm so mad. So mad. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But he's gonna get Baxcalibur, and he's got gold Pokeball or gold rare candy. What a Chad! So I'm in danger. I have no way to, unfortunately, take care of the biz that I want to take care of. Got 6 cards left. Did you already take out my Swablu? I could theoretically have a second Mega Altaria on the board here before long, but unfortunately, I think my win streak might be done for you guys. It's not great. I'm a little concerned as to the effects of this particular run, because he's probably gonna put energy on Chen Pao and Baxcalibur it up. Oh, he did not think that through, I don't think, unless he's retreatifying. No, he's not. How interesting. He's gonna do 130 with Shen Pao right now. Nice. Okay, cool. I've got a little bit of wiggle room. Not much, but I've got a little bit of wiggle room. He's gonna have to put out Suicune. Let's see what he puts out. Suicune's doing 100 right now. Big yikes, big yikes. Unfortunately, if he has Cyrus, I'm donezo, but we'll see. Because even if he has, well, no, because he can't Baxcalibur. He would have to Baxcalibur and attach energy to retreat into Shen Pao, but at that point, he can only do 20 damage to my active. So maybe I might actually win this. I doubt it, but stranger things have. Holy crap! I won. Stranger things have happened. That's pretty awesome sauce, you guys. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna clip that shit. Clip that. Nice, 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 nice. Went second. It was only 9 turns. That was a long 9 turns. Hot damn. 3 stars. Again, Mega Altaria Greninja. It's an error correcting. It's an error correcting sort of freaking deck. Takes idiots like me and lets me just play and have fun. So highly recommend playing it if you didn't do it. I thoroughly recommend it. That's pretty funny. All right, well, let's try. We're going with an oldie but a goodie. Savali, Oricorio, Zeraora. And we're going first, which is less than ideal unless I get a Zeraora on deck, which, nope. Less than ideal. We're off to a bad start, but it's okay. Professor, Pokeball, potentially a Savali if I can get it using Dawn. So we shall see. Fire. Ooh, big yikes. What is it? Entei Blaziken? Entei Charizard? Entei. Mega Blaziken. Let's do it. Nice. I need a Zeraora for this to work. Oh, that's lame. I don't know if Mega Blaziken Entei has any Pokemon that can take out an Oricorio, so I might actually be okay if I just stack Oricorios. They may have the mid-evolution, not the Torchic, Blaziken, Combustican, the middle. That's the only thing I'd potentially think of being like, oh no. Double Dawn. Copycat, that's nice. Rocky Helmet would have been nicer earlier in the day, but we're fine. We're fine. We're okay. Give me heads. Give me heads. Give me heads. Nice. Okay, cool. Savali. Let's go. I've already got 8 cards left. How do I, with a pretty basic deck, how do I have card advantage on an Entei draw, acceleration deck? That doesn't make sense. It's pretty funny though, but dude's got literally a bunch of cards, so he's gonna have to have something. Yeah, you're not wrong. Rocky Helmet, Burning, Mega Chicken. Dude, when I was running just straight up Savali or Oricorio against freaking the Burning Chicken, and I did have Rocky Helmet, it was great, but just, dude, having to, like, retreat. I think I was running, let me see. I think I was running one copy of, which now that I'm thinking about it, I need to change my deck around. I was running one copy of PCL, which I am not anymore, because I have to fit both Zeraoras in it. See, there's that interestingness. I'd be able to, like, retreat, heal, do all the craziness. It was not fun for them. Fun for me, not fun for them. Nice. And now he has no energy on any of his Pokemons with a sort of, well, Flame Patch. We'll see. Is he going to Combustican? Or is he going to Entei? I don't actually know. Entei, okay. So he does not yet have Mega, which is good. In a way, I have to stack energy on Ori. And then I've only got one Cyrus, so maybe I can draw him. I also got 2 Zeraora floating around. But I'll just, I think I'll do a copycat this particular version, because I don't Dawn anymore. Surprised he doesn't have a Flame Patch. That's what I would think it'd be. Maybe he's saving them for his Blaziken. He's saving them. So, in other news, not that I keep teasing it, but, like, legitimately have actually made minor progress on it. Been setting up Discord for our community. See, there it is. For our community to, like, start actually doing fun things. So more on that soon, hopefully. I'm going to work on it a little bit tomorrow, but I'm actually going to be home alone. And so I am planning on streaming during the day tomorrow, so that'll be kind of nice. And then we'll kind of go from there. So I'm working on that, trying to integrate, StreamerBot and Twitch and Discord all at once. I got to get some bots in there, build out the things. But if there's anything that you guys would like to see in a community Discord, just for us to share memes, hang out, and, basically for you to make fun of me at all times, then, let me know. I would love to see it. Give me them cards. Oricorio, please, please, please. But I do have Cyrus now, so we're on the money. Nice. Man, is he going to retreat? That doesn't make any sense. Unless he evolves now. He's probably got it. Flame Patch, come on. Do it. Do it. Oh, sweet. Man's using an X speed. What a card. Don't really see those all that often, that much anymore. So yeah, he's going into Blaziken most likely. He's burned both of his patches. Oh, he's not. How interesting. He's sticking with Combustican because he knows I'm going to do Oricorio, which is indeed true and fine and dandy, but I'm about to ruin this man's whole day. I need Full Art Cyrus. I really need it. Oh, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. But I need it. Gotta have it. All of them Cold Stone flavors. 80% win rate. Woohoo! 7 in a row. Let's go. Let's go. Back to 9 turns. Thanks, Cecilia. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. Okay, so I've only done 10 matches. That's not terrible. Boom. We are going second, so starting with type null would actually be good, which I don't have a type null at this particular juncture, but that's okay. Heat more. We're doing Mega Blazing, but this time with Heat more. So slightly more concerning. Slightly. But it's okay because the fact that I've got Oricorio on active is pretty good because I want Oricorio on active rather than on bench. Because if it's on bench, then it does damage. So we'll see what sort of shenanigans he's going to get up to. Don't know if I'm going to be successful in this particular regard. We'll see. Nice. Double. Copycat, get the 4 cards. Dawn, nice. That's what I like to see. Energy, energy. Yeah, I definitely need to get a shiny Zeraora. Just so I can slot that in. I mean, granted, the reverse foil is nice, but... Oh, son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he would have a Sabrina. But we'll see. Do I Sabrina him back? Yeah. It's really not going to do too much of anything, but we'll see. It'll at least give me something to Cyrus later on. Maybe. Curious. How curious. Oh, shit. My guy. So it begun the Clone Wars have. Give me a second Oricorio, please. Yes, sweet. Now, unfortunately, I need Rocky Helmet. Damn. And I have no healing in this particular variant, so we may be da-da-dunzo. Yep. Definitely would have liked a Savali. Nice use of Copycat. So this Oricorio's done for in a turn or two. And burning does 20 damage, so 'tis unfortunate. Really? I'm bottom decking my Rocky Helmet? That is unfortunate. Okay, well. This way, at the very least, he can't Heatmore me, but he is probably going to Blaziken me, which that's a whole other separate issue. Yeah, see. So I need Savali and Sabrina. That's what I need. Why do I have to flip if I'm dead? Why, DNA? That doesn't make any sense. Nice. Oh shit, I can't. Yes, heal. Nice. Cool beans, cool beans. Already used Sabrina. Oh, I already used Sabrina. What a twist of fate. So I've been waiting to pull the card that I can't even pull. Damn. Okay, well. Oh, sweet. I think I win. Sweet. Sheboygan. Look at that. Look at that. 9 wins. GG. I like it. I love it. We want more of it. Hell yeah. That, friends, is how you definitely do the thing. Oh my gosh, that was how interesting. 15. Wowza. 2 to 1, 320. Nope, not 32. 320 damage. Actually, I'm gonna say that was actually yeah, 3 stars is accurate because it wasn't great. I thought I was gonna lose. The deck did in fact do what it wanted to do, allowed me to draw cards. It was more my situational awareness. I thought that I was drawing into Sabrina when technically I'd already used Sabrina earlier in the match. So that's on me. That's on me. But not bad. Not bad whatsoever. And the rock goes wide. Ooh, so shiny. Right? Gold emblem. Everybody loves it. Let's collect our rewards. Emblem event is technically done. But if you are somebody who likes to trade, if you like flair, shine dust is a thing. I shouldn't be so lackadaisical only because, like, yes, I have a lot now, but it'll eventually get used up because I've been trading quite a bit actually. But it just seems like I was able to pull a shit ton back at Deluxe Pack EX, so I had everything, so I'm not too worried about. Not too worried about it. I need to be cautious. I cannot rest on my laurels, as it were, for the shine dust sort of collection. But hey, 12 hourglasses, that's pretty good for me. So yeah, win 10 versus battles, and you start getting shine dust, but all the good stuff is done. So hooray, hooray! Wonder pick, and then stamina, fire type cards, which will be good because Shark Cadet is bonus packs. All right, cool. Let us review, children. So, we really only did 11. Damn, we did 11 matches, so that's not bad at all. I just lost a couple because of just like being rusty, I guess. But win rate, Savali Zeracorio, 100% win rate. Probably not how that should be. Probably should filter by wins and then win rate second. But still, 77%, 2 for 2, 100%. Like, those are really good. Average median damage, 305. They're the same. That's crazy. 140, 150, very consistent. That's good. Right? They leveled out. As long as your measures of center are close, that's how you know that your data isn't varying too wildly. You know, that the standard deviation, the mean, all those sort of things are within parameters. So certainly if this was like 150 and then the average was like 100, then that might be a different story, because we know that we had a couple false starts concedes with that Mega Altari Greninja deck. Certainly, I'm actually surprised that Savali Zeraora is doing more damage per turn than the Mega Altaria decks. That's kind of interesting. Again, I have a sneaking suspicion that those zeros kind of are... I wonder if I should just knock them out. Technically, it is 0. So then I can kind of get that to be a more accurate. So, like, what happens if I take this out and take this out? Like, I just do that. Does that make things better or worse? No, it doesn't do anything. How interesting. You would think that mathematically it would, Alright, well, I guess we're leaving it in. So, let's see. Savali or Ikorio, obviously it has lower thresholds for damage, right? 50 is the average, 100 is nice with Savali. So it obviously needs more turns versus the quickness that is Mega Altaria, and we'll kind of go from there. Dude, I'll tell you what, Cristo, like Savali, he has been the realest MVP for me. I've never, like, part of me now wants to like find out what, I don't even know what game he's in. Is it Savali? Let's look at the Pokedex. He was introduced in Gen 7. So whatever that is. I don't even know. That's so sad. Sun Moon. Actually, you know what? That's what it's going to be. I think I have Sun. No, I have Moon because Lunala. So, you know what? I'm going to find me and perfect IV breed shiny Savali and you know, just use him. That's what it's going to be. Base stats 95. That's what it's going to be. Oh, egg groups. Can you not breed them? Sword Shield. But you can learn quite a bit of stuff. Where to find Savali? Evolve type null. Okay. How does one find type null? Undiscovered. Aether Paradise. Can we not I don't know what that means. Oh snap. Just almost died. High friendship turns into Savali. I see. His speed is what changes. He's weak to fighting. Alright, alright. Abilities. Battle Armor. Cannot be critical hits. And then what is Savali's ability? RKS system. Oh, he's the one. Very similar to Arceus. He has the different items that he can hold. Yeah. Because like Arceus has the tablets, type null, and Savali has the I forget, but where is it? Type coverage checker. No. I forget what item you carry with Savali, but like that's what it is. It keeps it. It's a synthetic Pokemon. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I forget what item it is. Oh my gosh. Come on, Chrome. I know you're suffering. Savali, what are they called? Bulbapedia might know. Savali is a form for each of the 18 types. Holding a memory. It is associated with Ultra Beasts. Oh shit, look at this. Look at this. That's fucking cool. So like, they're discs. Gladion just like puts CDs into my boy and he goes cray. Yeah, they're just CDs. Bug memory, dark memory, electric memory. Cool. Pokemon Sun Moon. Player receives all memory drives from Gladion and Aether Paradise after receiving a type null from him during the post game. Oops, nope, don't click. Don't click. Go back. So you have to beat the game first before you can even get this guy. I have to dig out my my DS. Due to Gladion having temporarily left Alola during the post-game type null, and the memories are instead obtained from Wick. Oh, I'm learning so much. There's no memory corresponding to the normal type. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. We all learned something today. But yeah, Mega Altari Greninja, top tier. 53%? No, much better. So, highly recommend. Let's see. Opponent matchups that we've seen. Obviously, Suicune Baxcalibur, that is the hotness this particular week. Hydreigon's still powerful. And then we only saw a few because we only did 10 matches. We'll do some more tomorrow just for funsies because data is a thing. But yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Is this pulling correctly? I wonder. It is not. I need to edit this. I wish that even when I cleared out my data, that my shit was good. So I need to look back and see how I built it. So we're gonna have a little bit of Excel championships right now. So if that's your speed, great. If it's not, well, then I do sort of apologize in advance. Right. So it's average enjoyment for my y-axis and average win rate for my x-axis. So remove. Yes. Average win rate. My y-axis is enjoyment, right? Enjoyment win rate. So I have to. Right, that's what this is. Hold on. Let me double check. Let me make sure. Yes, win rate, enjoy. Okay. Win rate, joy, and then we want the series to be net. Oh, there is no rank for. I see, says the blind man. There is no rank for. We'll just do turn order to see which one's more aggressive. B, aggressive. B, E, aggressive. Average damage per turn. So now we've got a little bit of a better doohickey, but I do need to change my horizontal axis to be 1. Scale factor, yes, yes, yes. Number format is percentage. Vertical axis is up to 4. There we go. And we'll do 4.5 just to give it a little bit of wiggle room. Because 4 is obviously the highest. So in a perfect world, 4, like maximum enjoyment, 100% enjoyment would be all the way up here. But, we'll see. Actually, no, I think the max is 5 now that I'm lying. Yeah. So then. Oh my goodness gracious. Minor, major. For horizontal axis 2550, 7500. Yes, yes, yes. And for vertical, that's good. Bubble the chart. I think this works. So now if I kind of hover over it, shows me how much points and average damage that I do. Nice. Wins by deck. That's just count of the wins. This is just the count of how many times I've seen the cards. points over time. I wonder, because I had this. This was tracking. Oh, I guess it could be enjoyment and the win-lose rate. Okay, okay. So let me recreate such a thing. Insert chart. We'll do a line chart. Put you over here. And then it's going to be the same data range. The pivot table, yes indeedy. Remove. Remove. Okay, so I had the dates aggregated. Oh, you know what? It's not going to be the pivot. It's going to be the match data. Hold on. Match data, it's going to be 2. So, woo. Had to reload. Oh my gosh, things are broken. If you want to get a copy of this and kind of do your own sort of edits, or just wait till I'm done editing it, you can check out the panels below, check out the video description, and then certainly you'll be able to get it yourself. But it's kind of nice. A2, let me do match data. Let's go all the way to O, LMNO, LMNO, yeah. Ooh. Remove, yes. So date aggregated, and then we were going to look at enjoyment. How that happened. Go. So we want the average enjoyment over time. Maybe we don't aggregate it. We just want it to be kind of there. Is it because... Why is it dropping off to 0? Is it because all these are 0? I mean, that would make sense. I wonder if there's a way to like filter it. I don't know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's kind of sad. Oh, you know what? Why? It's because I do have these ones that I have not actually participated in. No, that still doesn't do a dang thing. Dang. Okay, fine, whatever. And then win loose. Win loose. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I wonder if it would be better. Timeline chart. How does this work? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. going back to what it was. There we go. Edit the chart. Edit the chart. Excel Championships. Technically, having it be aggregated is what the other graph is. Obviously, it's just a much shorter graph because we only have a few. But yeah, it's fine for now. So we can see that there's a relationship. Stairway to Heaven. It's super nice, super wonderful because we're enjoying, we're winning, we're doing all the fun things. Which is how this one is, right? Oh, excuse me. Between 0 and 1, and then 1 and 4. Can I actually customize the vertical axis? No. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want a dual axis chart. That's what we want. They are separate but the same. Okay, cool beans. I knew that there was things in my brain. I knew it. Dual axis charts series enjoyment. Our right hand side, yeah boy. Nice. Money. Money. All right. I wish there was a way. It's like I like it that it's not aggregated, but certainly there's not a way to like plot null values. I don't want null values. That's the thing. That's the thing. Enjoyment. Is there a way to... Yeah, see, it's counting all the zeros. Like, have it be not counted? Is there a way to filter those out? I mean, I could make another helper column that takes the enjoyment, but if the enjoyment is 0, then treat it as null. So that could, take care of that, but I'll just aggregate it for now. Whatever. Crisscross applesauce. So trying to make this pretty nifty. I'm curious, what other things would we want to see? Oh, hey, what's going on What's going on with this? Tech used when average aggregated. Why is Savali 0 aura not popping up? At 1-3. 1-2 technically. Is it not oh, how awkward. J12. Why is it not why is it not countifying? Oh, I guess it is. Okay, so now, is that better or worse? The same? There we go. That was weird. Well, that was weird. Hide. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Well then. Cell championships for the win. You just gotta keep trying. Gotta make something good. Gotta make something good. What I really want to do is I want to get like a mega aggregation and like add filters for the different seasons. A season, B season, eventually C. It's kind of crazy to think. Mousehold for Coco. Yeah, nothing worth grabbing. Scare the crap out of me. Hunger. Nice. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I got 2 days to dick around, 69 hours. Definitely gonna get some more shine dust, but really, truly, I mean, we have to figure out some ranks. So let's do a little bit of what I like to do, because I'm a bit of a masochist. I talked about it earlier, but let's actually see if I refresh the data just in case any tournaments have finalized. So the way that I would start net decking, the way that I would start copying, sort of good decks to play. How's our time? Oh yeah, perfect. We're good. Is I would come first to Trainer Hill. If you're unfamiliar with this particular website, it utilizes all the same back end. It actually pulls data from Limitless. I got this website from a help document on Limitless itself, because I was wanting to see if I could like start pulling data from the Limitless TCG API, and I'm like, oh, you should check out this website because they already do it. And I'm like, cool, great. Maybe they have a cool implementation that I can, steal. But they had pretty much what I was going to wind up build anyway. The only thing that I would have liked to see is to maybe be able to like filter out what tournaments happened, and then like check, be like, out of the 20 tournaments in the past week, take these 5. That'd be kind of nice. Sadly, they don't do that. So what we can do is we can decide the minimum number of players. I set it to the minimum because, again, any data is good data in terms of matchups. It's just a matter of recency. And the fact that the RNG in this game is so high, I mean, I'll take anything I can get. So, like, today is the 6th. Officially, today is the 7th. But I like to look at no more than a week. So, like, technically, I would be looking at the 28th because that was a week ago. But again, you don't necessarily always know this, but I follow some YouTubers who do Pokemon Pocket stuff. One of them being Pocket Mads, great content creator. But his tournaments, usually the largest ones, unfortunately this past one he banned Lucky Ice Pop. So in my opinion, seeing as how our goal is ranked, certainly tournaments are important, but our goal is ranked, we want our data to be as copacetic and comparable as possible. So Lucky Ice Pop is allowed in ranked. There's no stopping it. So I personally, like for this instance, chose to start my data collection, as it were, from Monday. So excluding the Pokemon Pocket, right? Or not, yeah, the Pocket Ads tournament. So that way, at that point, then you can see, okay, overall, who or what is coming out. So these ranking are based on percentage, right? The up or down trends are kind of basically during the last third of the selected date range. So you can't really see it too much. Maybe it's because I have a dark mode on, but whatever, right? So you can see the breakdown as to what people of the past week have brought to tournaments overall. So Suicune is like, Baxcalibur is the flavor of the month. Super popular. Mega Altari Greninja, second popular. Obviously, we just saw, if you were watching our stream, it's a good deck. It definitely does what it needs to. Magnezone Bellibolt, Zero Aura, right? 2 sort of variants on, more or less the same Pokemon, just depends on how stylistic you want it to be. Hydreigon, Greninja Mega Absol, there's that spicy Mega Lopunny that everybody's trying out, and then, you know, Mega Altari Gyarados. So you can show more if you want. Personally, I don't necessarily feel the need to show more than the top 8, because that at least gives me a good starting point for net decking. From there, you do have options as to like what kind of Pokemons you are looking at. So like, you know, if I want to look at just the top 5%, right, that definitely changes some things. You know, the top 2% again definitely changes things. But for us personally, I like to look at what decks are making the top 8 in, you know, these tournaments. You can do, you know, top 4, you can do heads up, you can do top 32 even, just depends. But for me personally, knowing it's kind of interesting, top 4 Zeraora has more of a showing. That's actually kind of interesting. Good thing we're talking. Finals, wow, okay, so maybe then winner is of course these guys. Interesting. Top 4 might be worth looking into. Interesting, because it's Bellibolt, Zeraora, Mega Altari Greninja, 30% win rate in these last week's tournaments. That's pretty funny. But Bellibolt, Zeraora obviously has a pretty good win rate regardless. Suicune Baxcalibur kind of steals the spot. So those sort of top spots are what I might recommend you kind of look into. Now, when you click on these decks, I'm going to use my middle mouse click here. It will take you to the Trainer Hill deck list analysis page, which kind of tells you, like, based on the number of the number of decks, here's how many cards people are playing, like likelihood. Most people are playing one list. Yeah, there's only a couple handful that are playing 2. It's like a 50-50 split between 1 or 2 copycats, yada, yada, yada. So the skeleton is 18 cards. There are some additional cards that, you know, you can play, and you can see that people, you know, probably play Protective Poncho or Red Card or whatever have you. And that's more or less how I can kind of take a look at this. That's a good sort of, what's sort of looking for? A good starting point. If, however, I want more sort of data, but like I want to see different variations, okay, I would come here and be like, okay, well, I want to build a Bellibolt Zeraora deck. I would then use this data in synergy with the Limitless data to be like, okay, Bellibolt Zeraora, out of all this, let's, again, go in and see the different you know, pieces as they are. So let me cover my face here for a hot second, because no one wants to look at that. Boop. So like in Limitless, you can see the date, you can see the place, and of course, in my opinion, the score. So I would I would sort by score, and I would usually look at like the top 4, try and see like, okay, of these guys, just looking at only score, which ones would I want to look at? Personally, I would like to look at like the 11-2, and, you know, technically I would actually like to look at the you know, either the 11-3 or the 10-2, just because, you know, you don't want losses. Really, it just depends. Delusion. This is how I you know, what's the word I'm looking for? How I sort of like how I trick myself into thinking that I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what this is. So any which ways, you made me lose my train of thought. Terrible. It's fine. So I would look at the particular decks, and I would figure, okay, which ones of these would I want to look at? So, like, for example, I want to look at the 11-12. I'd look at the, oh dang, I need to sort by score. I'd look at the I don't know, we'll just do the 10-2. But then also additionally, because again, recency bias is a thing, I would actually sort by, again, what the most recent deck is, ideally from the day, in this case, March 5th. And I would want to kind of look at, okay, well, of the most recent decks, are there good ones? So like 8-1-2 eyes, I actually are kind of nice. 10-1-1, 11-2-0. So like, I'll probably be like, let's look at this one here, and let's look at this one here. And then basically now I usually try to shoot for 4 samples. I now have 4 different samples of this deck list that I can be like, okay, well, of these, how do they compare? Not only, to each other. How do they compare not only to each other, but also how do they compare with the matchups, which you can get from Limitless? And that's usually what I look at, is I'll like kind of line them all up using the 4 corners of my my monitor. Yes. Making sure I don't have any repeats. And it does look like I do have a repeat. I have Turbo in 101, and then in this other thing, I've got Turbo in 101. So I've got a repeat. Let me close it. That's good to know too, because if it's a recent deck that did well, you would have repeats. So of the 4 that you pick, you'd be reduced down to 2 or 3 or whatever. Okay. So you kind of look at, okay, what Pokemon does each of the different, sets have? In this case, it looks like, oh, this one has 1 Pokemon less. What Pokemon was it? It was Pichu. How interesting, right? This deck also, it swapped out no Oricorio, so it gave Pichu versus Oricorio. So we've got 3 different variations here of what it is, and you can kind of take a look at those. Look at the trainers, dare to compare just like we did, and then once you kind of have a feel for what the deck more or less is, that skeleton, then the sort of deep dive vibe feel, as it were, is then kind of like looking at the actual matchups that this particular deck fought up against, because you want to get a deck that had, again, data, sample size, right? All of these things are super important. So like for me, if I'm looking at this, right, I would want to find a deck that had a pretty good matchup spread. Like right now, this is, winning against Mega Altaria Greninja. It's losing, sure. It's winning against Magneton. It's winning against Suicune. It has a pretty good sample of all the meta common decks, as it were. If we look at the Frog EX version, if it loads, Chrome is dying right now. I have so many tabs open. I need all the RAM. This one, I actually feel as though also a pretty good spread, but it has a lot of Baxcalibur. It has that one random Mega Altaria, but maybe this one isn't a good one because it doesn't have like other decks that it was compared against. L's Death, certainly this one, it has some meta decks, it has some off meta decks, and you can see that it has a nice little sort of variation, as it were, in terms of what decks it went up against. So maybe this one here. If you look at the last version, kind of have to feel it out. Don't necessarily know if it's a good strategy, but okay. See, again, we've got some repeats, we have some meta decks, we have some off meta decks, somebody's running Skeledirge. Nice. And then you can kind of decide for yourself, like, hey, based on what you've seen, based on, your vibes, you can decide, do you want to run additional trainers? Do you want to run additional Pokemon? Would you prefer to ramp with Pichu? Would you prefer to stall with Oricorio? There is no, good answer. You just have to kind of feel it out and decide what's good for you. And the beautiful thing is, once you kind of have an idea of how other people are building it, you can test it, do a couple matches. You don't have to necessarily do the data aspect like I do, but then, you can be like, oh man, I tried Bellibolt Zero with Pichu. It's not working for me. Let me try Bellibolt Zero or with Oricorio. Oh man, it's not working for me. Well, what if you do version 3, which includes both of them, and then, who knows? Maybe that's what you want. You want everything. So that's kind of how I attack like the deck building sort of process. Just basically finding whatever's relevant in terms of like other like decks that I've created myself. I just kind of find whatever memes I want to do. Where'd it go? The Savali Zero Aura deck, it was a deck in the past that just honestly it just kind of stuck with me and had some good luck, and so I've just kind of kept it as the number 1 spot. I built this Pidgeot electric deck because certainly I was thinking about energy manipulation, and so I've got the drive off Pidgeot, Cyrus, Sabrina. I think it's Sabrina, and then just do the Mega Twister to you know, see what we can do. That was pretty fun. Doesn't do all that well because you have to, you know, ramp and evolve or whatever, but it's good enough for government work, I suppose. Jolteon, this was another deck that was kind of in the past, and you know, I was able just to update it as it were for the current meta. I want to try it out because truly, if you can get off the bat with beginning Bolt, and then do I have the? I do not have the starting planes. May want to. I threw an Oricorio in just to say that I did. Probably don't need them. But red, copycat, they're all in there for consistency and just sort of damage up, because unfortunately 80 damage is not a lot. But you know, you do what you can with what you got, truly. I think that seeing as how all these Pokemon are level stage 1s, minus the Oricorio and the Eevee, it might be worth running that excuse me, that stadium. But if you can get a beginning Bolt off, so you go first, or if you know, are able to go second with the boosted evolution Eevee, then certainly, you know, you just do 60 damage out the gate and can take out Dino, or you know, whatever the case may be. So it's a good high roll deck. It works when it wants to. I had a pretty good, I think I had an 11 win run with that thing. Not last meta, but you know, 2 metas ago, B1B, B1A, whatever it was. That was fun. And then from there, you just kind of pick some that, you know, obviously are within your vibes, as it were. So just to see if it's going to be, you know, worth it. Like, I personally don't like slow decks. I'll try them, but you know, the decks that was like the Super Stall deck that was relevant a month ago, where it was like 2 Snorlaxes and DD, and you got like Heavy Helmets, or whatever. Too slow for me. Too many turns. Too error prone. I can't think 17 moves ahead. I just want to hit shit and, you know, try and big number hit enemy, HP go down, small brain, right? I just want to do that. So like, I don't personally know if like the Mimikyu Giratina Greninja deck would be like for me. Maybe it is for you. The whole like big brain is that Mimikyu, the first attack is the ability to disguise, so it doesn't take any damage. It's kind of cool. Same thing with these Gourgeist and Houndstone or Grievard Chandelure decks. I don't know if I would excuse me, if I again would be able to wrap my brain around them, but they're pretty high roll off meta decks. Wow, cannot talk right now. I'm tired. I'm a tired boy. But essentially, you're using the card effects in order to boost the additional cards in the other sets. That would then, when it comes time, you are good to go. And then we talked about Lopunny. That's a will coin flip deck, very similar to Guzzlord, where you're just trying to do things. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna stream during the daytime. I need to work on setting up Discord and editing some videos and stuff, but I do want to see how Magnezone, how Pidgeot fares, all the off meta decks against these current decks, just to see in a kind of low stress environment how they're doing in preparation for next week. So if you want to catch that, probably tune in around like 11 you know, PST time in the morning. We'll kind of get that going. It'll be good. So in the meantime, friends, may your, you know, pulls be good, but other than that, be awesome to yourself, be awesome to each other. I'm out of here. Peace.